بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على سيد المرسلين. Welcome again all back. In today's lesson we will learn how to create a bootable USB flash drive for Windows 11. We did this in a previous video for Ubuntu Linux, so if you are interested you can refer to that video. This is very important to have a bootable flash drive if you want to install Windows 11 in a real laptop or desktop computers, because as you know, most of the computers today they don't have optical drive, so the only solution to install Windows is to use the USB flash drive. So let us see what are the requirements, then we will go to the demonstration part. Of course, the requirements are very simple. You need to have the ISO file for Windows 11. I already downloaded that, and you will see it in the demonstration part. And the second requirement is, of course, to have a USB flash drive. And the size of this flash drive should be at least 8 GB. This is very important, as we will see inshallah in the demonstration part. So without any delay, let's start our practical session. See you there. Okay, let us start our demonstration part. First, let me show you, I download the ISO file for Windows 11. So simply I will go to the File Explorer. Then I will click this B. I believe I save it on this drive. I double click that one inside this ISO file folder. And if you notice here, I have Windows 11. Of course, it's the latest edition, 25H2. If I double click that one, I have here 3 ISO files for Windows 11. Of course, we will use Windows 11 for Business Edition or for the Consumer Edition. But here, notice the size. They are quite large. For example, this size is 7.5 GB. So that's why, as we mentioned, you have to have at least 8 GB flash memory. Now, this is my ISO file. And let me show you, I already plugged in my flash drive. I believe it is this one. As you can see, the size is quite large, 28 GB. So it's okay. Now, very important here, notice, if you have data in your flash memory, you have to back up that data, because your flash memory will be formatted. So for example, if I double click my flash here, I have some data files, so it's better to copy it somewhere else or back it up. Then you do the other part. So now, without any delay, of course, very important here, we will not use any third-party applications. We will use a built-in tool in Windows 11. It's called Disk Management. Very powerful tool. And I want to show it to you so that you learn how to use that tool. So let me start running that tool. Simply you go to the search button here and you just type disk mgmt.mnc. Now if you type the command correctly, you will end up with this icon, and this tool should be run with administrator password, because if you run it with a standard user account, it will give you an error. So that's why I will click here, run as administrator. So when I click that one, of course, it will prompt me for administrator password. So I will provide my administrator password. You may not see the dialog box because of the recording software, but I provided my password for administrator, and I click yes. Now the tool will start. As you can see from the title, it is called Disk Management. Let me maximize it here. Now, the nice thing about this tool, it shows you all your storage devices in your computer. Of course, here, this is my internal hard disk drive. Please make sure you don't touch this one. because otherwise you will damage your operating system. Then it will show you all the connected USB flash drive and optical drive. So my flash drive, I believe it is this one, disk one, it's removable. So make sure that you select your flash memory that you want to make it bootable. Now, first step is I will delete this partition simply by right-clicking and then delete volume. Then it asks you for confirmation. Yes, I want to delete it. Now I delete that partition. Now what we will do, we will create two partitions here. The first partition will be 1 GB storage, the size, and the rest will be the second partition. So how do we do this? Very simple. You right-click the flash memory, then you select new simple volume. You will have this dialog box. You click next. Now the first partition should be 1 GB. So I will remove this number here, the size. I will type here 1000 because the unit is in megabyte. So if I want 1 giga, I will provide 1000. So this means it will be 1 GB. Then next, here it asks you to choose what drive letter you want to give it. You can choose any drive letter, it doesn't matter actually. So for example, I will choose Q, then next. Now, very important here is the file system for the first partition. It should be FAT32. This is very important. It is not FAT, it's not NTFS, but FAT32. Make sure you select FAT32. And for the volume label, this is optional. You can give it a label or a name. I will give it, for example, here, sys, which stands for system. Then I click next and finish. Now it will create the first partition in my flash memory. As you can see, it created and formatted. It's empty now. I will close that window. Now I will create the second partition exactly like the same first partition, except the size. I will accept the whole size here. So again, right-click, simple, next. I will not change the size here. I will accept all. Then next. Again, you can give it any drive letter. It doesn't matter. Next. Here, the file system in this case for the second, it should be NTFS. Please make sure you choose NTFS here. Then in the volume label, you can give it any label. I will give it, for example, boot. Then you next, click next, and then finish. Now the second partition is created. It will be created now. Yes, this I can close it. And now I will close this disk management tool. Now what I will do, I will go to the ISO file for Windows 11. I will mount that ISO file so that I can access the files inside it. So this is my ISO file. I will choose this one, for example. So you have to mount so that I can access the file inside it. You can either select it and then click mount here, or you simply right-click and you choose this command mount. So I will click mount. It may take time to open it, and it will give you a prompt now. You will say okay. Then inshallah we will see how we simply copy the files to the partitions that we did. As you can see, it gives me here a warning message because this file was downloaded from the internet. You simply click open. Now it mounted the ISO file and it created an optical drive so that you can see the files which are inside the ISO file. Now simply I will select, I will press Ctrl A to select all the file, then I press Ctrl C to copy it. Now I will go to my flash memory. If you remember, we have two partitions. The first partition, from the size here you can see it is the 1 GB, but I will choose the second partition, which is the larger partition. I go inside it and simply Ctrl V to paste. Now we will start pasting the files on the partition. Now once it finish, we then will copy some files to first partition. After that, a flash drive will be ready to be used to install Windows 11 in any real laptop or desktop computer. Okay, now it finished copying the files to the second partition. Now what we will do, we will go again back to the my CD or optical drive. I think it is this, the one that this is the ISO file that's mounted. Again, I will double click. Okay, not double click, you just right click and open it. Now what we will do, we will again Control A to select all the file, but this time I will exclude this folder, the sources. I will press Control, then click that folder to deselect it. Now I deselect that folder. I will just copy the files, that all these files except the sources. I will simply press Control C. Okay, now I go to my flash memory, the small partition, the 1 GB partition, which is this one. I will double click it and then Control V to paste these files. This will not take time. So we did the same as the second partition, except that we exclude the sources folder. Now after it finished being this, now it finished copying to the first partition. Here we will create a partition, right click and then new folder, and we will call it sources. Okay, sources. Now again we go back to this computer and then to our mounted optical drive, open it. Now we will go inside the sources folder here, double click, then we will copy a file, it's called boot. I will go to the boot, this file, boot.wim. So as you can see, it is almost half a gigabyte. I will copy that file only, right click it and then copy, and go back to my flash memory, to this partition, small partition. And now inside the sources folder, I will go inside it and then Control V to copy only that file. Once we did this, then our flash memory will be ready and it will be bootable, and you can use it to install Windows 11 in any computer. Of course, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, we are doing this without using any third-party applications or tools. Of course, there are many applications in the website, in the internet, but I just wanted to show you how you can utilize the built-in tools that come with the Windows itself to create a bootable flash memory. This is a very important skill for all who are interested to install Windows in computers. So now you have, once it finishes, you have a bootable flash memory. Let me show you now how it will look like in the file explorer. Excellent. Now it finished. Here I will go one more, and now I click this PC. Now these two partitions, my flash, are inside the flash memory, these two partitions. Now I will remove the, I will inject the flash memory. Okay, now once you finish, by the way, from the ISO file, this is the ISO file that is mounted, you can right click it and then simply you say eject. So it simply demount the ISO file. Now what I will do, I will plug again my flash memory. Will go to the part. Okay, this is the first partition. I will close, and now it will recognize the second partition here. It recognizes two partitions and it give it this icon. You see this icon and this icon. This means these are system files or the system partitions. Now my flash memory is ready, and I can take it out of my computer and put it in any other computer. Of course, you have to boot the other computer and make sure that you boot from a USB flash drive, and the installation process will start. I hope this video make it clear for you how to make a bootable USB flash drive for Windows 11 without using any third-party application. Thank you so much for your watching, and see you in the next video, inshallah. See you.